The end of the semester is drawing near and many of you will probably be focused on studying for exams and finishing up your assignments. We hope that our tips so far could be of help to make this time a little less stressful. Maybe you're working with the Pomodoro method. Use the Eisenhower matrix to manage your priorities, formulated implementation intentions to reach more goals, created a better workspace, or distributed your studying times to be more effective. All of these tips and methods are great, but you may have noticed that even they don't make you invulnerable to exhaustion and mental fatigue. So today, let's talk about a vital but often overlooked part of any working or studying routine: how to take a break. Imagine you've been hard at work studying for an hour and you're starting to feel your brain overloading. You think of the Pomodoro method, or maybe even set a timer, and remember that now would be a good time to take a break. You do so, but kind of reluctantly, because you still have a lot of work ahead of you, and sometimes you get stuck scrolling through social media, and then you're out of time or out of the right headspace to get enough done. So, what should you do during your break to prevent that from happening? The quick answer is, if at all possible, you should take a walk in a park, or ideally a forest or at a lake. This will allow you to move around a bit, like we discussed in our video on the ideal workspace. But that is not all. Being in nature is maybe the best way to restore your ability to focus on your work. There even is a term for this in Japanese: shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. So, where does all this talk about nature and concentration come from? To answer this, we will have to take a look into the so-called attention restoration theory, or ART. This theory was formed while looking into how and why our ability to concentrate seems to regenerate over time, and in some situations quicker than in others. According to the theory, natural settings can quickly restore our ability to focus. Researchers in this field think that our minds can lock onto fascinating and natural things, like leaves rustling in the wind. When our attention is grabbed by these things, it takes our mind off of our usual thoughts and worries to some extent. At the same time, this focus requires less effort than deliberately focusing on something, like reading an article. In other words, the brain can easily focus on something in nature, block other things out, and restore some energy in the process. The theory also states that ideally, these natural environments should allow a sense of freedom and enable you to do whatever you feel like doing while you're there. Research on this has also found that most visuals of nature, like having a nice view of a tree outside your window, or even having a picture of a natural scene in your room or on your monitor, can have positive effects on your ability to focus. If there is no time for walks or space for any pictures, you could listen to some sounds from nature that are also thought to be effective, like birdsong or water noises. So next time when it's time to take a break, leave social media alone and try to regenerate with the help of nature. This will let you get right back to your work instead of draining you even more by demanding more of your attention and decision-making. We hope that our tips through the semester help to improve your studies a bit. For a recap, you can find the full playlist linked on screen right now. Thanks for watching and best wishes from the ProcrastiNation.